Along the Horn of Africa, bordered by the Red Sea, lies one of the most isolated and secretive countries, Eritrea. To many outsiders, Eritrea is a mystery. Very little news comes out of the country. Foreign journalists rarely enter, and tourism remains extremely limited. Because of this secrecy, Eritrea has often been referred to as Africa's North Korea, a comparison that highlights the country's strict government control and isolation from the outside world. But Eritrea is far more than a simple headline. Behind the political restrictions is a country with a deep history, beautiful landscapes, and millions of people living under one of the most tightly controlled systems in Africa. Eritrea gained independence from Ethiopia in 1993 after a brutal war that lasted nearly 30 years. Many Eritreans hoped this would bring democracy, stability, and economic growth. However, shortly after independence, the country gradually became more authoritarian under President Isis Afwerki, who remained in power ever since the country gained independence. One of the biggest reasons Eritrea is considered secretive is because of its censorship and restrictions on journalism. Independent media was effectively shut down in 2001 when the government banned all privately owned newspapers and arrested journalists who criticized the state. Many of those journalists were never publicly charged or seen again. Since then, Eritrea has consistently ranked near the bottom of global press freedom indexes. Today, nearly all media inside Eritrea is controlled by the government. Television stations, radio broadcasts, and newspapers mainly present information that supports the state. Criticism of the government, policies rarely allowed, and journalists work under heavy restrictions. Foreign reporters are often denied access to the country, making it difficult for the outside world to understand what daily life is truly like inside this nation. Internet access is heavily limited. Eritrea has one of the lowest internet penetration rates in the entire world, and many citizens have little to no access to independent online information. Social media usage remains low compared to most countries, partly because the government controls the limited infrastructure. As a result, Eritreans often rely on word of mouth or state-run media for information. Human rights organizations have repeatedly raised concerns about the freedom of speech, political imprisonment, and indefinite military service. In Eritrea, many young people are required to participate in national service, which can sometimes continue for years beyond the original mandatory period. Critics argue that this system has contributed to poverty, fear, and mass migration, as thousands of Eritreans have left the country seeking better opportunities and greater freedoms abroad. Despite the serious issues, Eritrea is not simply defined by its politics alone. The country also has a rich culture and a fascinating history many people outside Africa know little about. The capital city, Asmara, is famous for its Italian colonial architecture, its Art Deco cinemas, and its quiet streets lined with cafes. Some visitors describe Asmara as feeling like a city frozen in time, with vintage cars and buildings that reflect the country's unique past under Italian rule. Eritrea's geography is equally diverse. The country stretches from mountains and highlands to desert regions and coastlines of the Red Sea. Along the coast, the dark islands contain coral reefs and marine systems that remain largely untouched because so few tourists visit every year. In many ways, Eritrea's isolation has preserved parts of its natural environment from large-scale development. At the same time, though, ordinary Eritreans continue to navigate life under difficult circumstances. Many families are separated because relatives have migrated overseas, economic opportunities remain limited, and strict political control affects daily life in ways rarely seen by outsiders. Yet, despite these challenges, Eritrean communities are known for their strong traditions, resilience, and cultural pride. For the international community, Eritrea remains difficult to fully understand because information is so tightly controlled. Some travelers who visit describe peaceful streets, low crime, and welcoming people. Others focus on the lack of freedom, censorship, and fear of speaking openly. Both realities can exist at the same time, making Eritrea one of the most complicated and misunderstood places on the entire planet. Today, Eritrea continues to stand apart from much of the globalized world. It is a nation shaped by war, independence, isolation, and control, while its government sees strict policies as certain necessary measures for protecting sovereignty, stability. Critics, however, argue that censorship and repression have silenced too many voices for far too long, and perhaps that is what makes Eritrea so fascinating to the outside world. It's not just a mysterious country hidden from global attention, but a place where questions about freedom, identity, survival, and power continue to shape everyday life behind closed borders. As always, wonder always, but please wonder safely. Do not forget to like and subscribe.